Yo, what is going on, guys? Matthew B. Haynes here, aka the Clockmaster. Man, what I want to know is why why am I only finding out about this 2 days later? Why have I not heard about this 2 days ago? Apparently, the Justice League soundtrack was dropped 2 days ago online for streaming. How did I not hear about this? I only heard about this today. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna try to do something. I haven't really seen a lot of people do reactions to movie soundtracks. I've seen them do it to songs and albums and stuff like that, but never to stuff like this. So this is gonna be a first time thing for me. So you guys are gonna be experiencing this as I'm experiencing it for the first time, because you guys know I love my soundtracks, I love my music. If you're new to the channel, you don't know, I'm a musician, so this is a big part of my life, man. So I've been really curious to hear what Danny Elfman had to do with this soundtrack and what he had to bring to the table. I respect him as a composer. He's well renowned, and he has already done this thing before in the past, many themes that I really enjoy. So I'm interested to see what he's done with the Justice League soundtrack. I didn't want to wait till the movie came out for me to have to listen to this. I want to hear this now because I'm excited, and I'm excited for this entire week, and I'm ready to go, man. So anyway, without further ado, guys, please subscribe if you're new, man. If you want to see me do more of these types of videos, don't forget to follow me on my social media and all that great stuff in the description box below. And forgive me, I'm looking like a mess, and I don't really care at this current moment. I just want to hear this soundtrack. So without further ado, guys, let's get into this reaction. We'll talk about it later as we normally do. I'm gonna share my thoughts on everything about every track, maybe after I listen to it, and then share my overall thoughts of the album when I'm finished with it. So without further ado, guys, let's get into reaction. We'll talk about it later as you normally do. Let's get into it now. Alright, guys, so the first song is titled Everybody Knows, is said by an artist by the name of Sigrid. I don't know who that is, but let's see what this song is all about. Let's go. Yeet.
Everybody knows that the dice are loaded. Everybody rolls with their fingers crossed. Everybody knows that the boat is leaking.
Nice, I like that. That's cool.
Everybody knows that the captain lied. And everybody knows that it's now or never. Everybody knows that it's me or you. And never it hard before it blows. Everybody knows.
Okay, so that one was okay. It wasn't like the most craziest thing I've heard. What I like about that specific song was the progression between having very dark and a sad vibe to it, and then at some point towards the end, it started to build up, and everything started to crescendo and started to get really loud, and then it got really positive for a split second. Then it kind of went back to its minor and very sad tone that it had like it had in the beginning. And another thing too about that one, it kind of gave me a vibe of a lot of those older Spy songs. Boom, everybody knows, boom, and it comes back. It kind of that little mid abrupt stop between the chords. There was kind of reminded me of that. But overall, the song's okay. I feel like that song would be used towards the end credit scenes. It's maybe an end credit song. It could be used towards the end credits, but I thought it was okay, man. But let's continue with the rest of the soundtrack, because this one is titled The Justice League Theme Logos, and it's like 48 seconds, which is scary. But let's hear what it is. Let's go. That one is probably the intro for the. That's probably the intro for the for when the movie starts. Very Danny Elfman, man. Very Danny Elfman. Very melodic. The Heroes theme, I've heard it a number of times on occasion. It's taken me a while to really grasp onto the Heroes theme, which is the next one on number 3 in the list. It's been taking me quite a while to really get the whole drift of that song. Dum 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 dum. It's kind of like he's mixing things with like Rupert Gregson from Wonder Woman and a couple of feel, but the main concern people have with Danny Elfman was if it's gonna mix with the tone of Justice League, which I haven't seen the movie yet, so I don't know. So I'm only judging it based off of, the album right now and the songs to hear if it's very melodic, if it's very catchy, if it sounds cool. So let's go on to the third one, which is Hero's Theme. I've heard it already, but we'll just listen to it again. So I would say after the 6th or 7th time listening to it, which is that time, I'd actually say it actually does sound a lot better. I'm getting more of a feel for the album. I mean, more of a feel for that specific song now. The melody is kind of getting to stick in my head a little bit. I had trouble remembering the melody within like the first 2 times of listening to it, and normally it's not that difficult for me to remember a melody or how a certain part of a song goes. So especially after the 3rd listen. But after the 7th listen, it's starting to grow on me a little bit more. I think when I see the movie, I can actually, piece things together, and it may actually sound a lot better. Now, this is a new one. I haven't heard this one. Track number 4, Batman on the Roof. So let's go ahead and listen to this one. Let's go. Okay, I'm starting to get a vibe of how this album, this soundtrack is gonna play out. Very Danny Elfman on every track so far. That's the 4th one. Very, very Danny Elfman on this stuff, man. I liked how the beginning started. It started really cool, and I like how the ending started too as well. I heard some really cool silent stuff towards the back and the end with the riffs on the guitar, which is really cool. I like that stuff. It's a lot different than Hans Zimmer's approach to things and Rupert Gregson-Williams' approach to things. It's a lot different with that. I'm liking this so far, man. Track number 5, Enter Cyborg. Let's go. I wasn't expecting that track to be like that. Well, then again, I was looking for a generic approach. I mean, this one was pretty straightforward. It had 2 different type of emotions in this one. It had a very sweet moment towards the middle. In the beginning was kind of dark, and then towards the end was kind of dark. That's another pattern I'm noticing here with this one. Kind of similar to how Batman on the Roof was with the tones, but it was pretty straightforward. I mean, nothing too crazy going on in this song. It was 2 minutes, so nothing too crazy. Again, when I see the scene, I'll be able to put 2 and 2 together, and it may work for the specific scene. So whatever scene that is, where it says Enter Cyborg, whatever scene that is, if it works with it, then that's fine by me. But let's go on this one. This one is track number 6, Wonder Woman to the Rescue. Hopefully, this one is really good. Let's check it out. Wonder Woman to the Rescue. Let's go. Yes! Yes! Yes, I like that. I like that. Oh, that was awesome. Wow. Wow. I love how he approached her theme song in this one. I love how he approached it, man. Ever since Hans Zimmer and Junkie XL and Tina Guo dropped Issue With You from Batman vs. Superman, we had Rupert Gregson Williams work on the soundtrack for Wonder Woman, which is one of my favorite soundtracks this entire year. And what he did with that theme song and use it throughout the Wonder Woman soundtrack, how he implemented it with some of the songs and the way how they did it was awesome. But I love how Danny Elfman took that same theme and integrated it with this specific song. It worked really well. I like the trumpets leading the main melody of that theme song towards the end, and he had little hints of the guitar towards the end, kind of reminiscent of the original soundtrack itself, and that was really, really cool. Nice track. That was a nice one. I thought that was really cool. Excited to see that specific scene. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Okay. All right. It's getting good. Let's go to track number 7, Hippolyta's Arrow. Let's go and click that one now. Yeet. Cool. That was another pretty straightforward one as well. Obviously hinting at suspense. Whatever scene that's supposed to be, that's obviously going to be hinting at some type of suspenseful thing. So it's going to be great. I'm looking forward to see what they're going to use it for. But it's sounding good, man. Very Danny Elfman. That is so typical of his style. His style is so used all over in this entire soundtrack so far, man. He hasn't really derived too far from that, how he approaches especially superhero theme songs and tracks in between there. And most of these tracks are pretty short, man. The way how I'm seeing it, they look pretty short because the movie is pretty short as well. Especially the end is a little bit different. You get a full-length bonus track towards the end. You get like 2 full-length bonus tracks towards the end. But the majority of these themes are pretty short. So anyway, let's move on to track number 8, Story of Steppenwolf. Let's go. Yeet. Well, that one was a pretty massive one. That was a pretty massive song. It's most likely going to be shown maybe when they're talking a story about who Steppenwolf is. Maybe that's where that might be used. But that was a massive one. That was a good one too. I'm keeping like a notebook of like some of my favorites that I'm hearing so far. On it, this is definitely on it, man. I like the range he was going with this thing, man. It's just something about him. It's something about him. Like, not every song is, like, really over the top, but this one was pretty massive, and it was really good, man. All right, let's move on to track number 9, the Amazon Mother Box. Yeet! Another massive song. That song was speaking this song was speaking a language, man. This song was definitely talking to me, man. It took me some places with that one. Overall, it was a pretty decent song, or pretty decent track. It's not. Like I'm saying, what I'm getting so far with this is like it's not nothing too crazy with this so far, but I'm liking the different things that they're exploring so far with every single track. This one was another great massive one. It's definitely great. Track number 10, Cyborg meets Diana. Let's go. Okay, definitely another straightforward track. Nothing too crazy going on in this one. Again, I'm expecting a lot of narrative is supposed to be going on throughout the most of these songs. This one, nothing was too crazy about this one. I found like the two Cyborg songs that I've heard, the tracks that I've heard so far on this soundtrack wasn't really that memorable. I mean, Wonder Woman's one is pretty memorable. Story of Steppenwolf, the Amazon Mother Box, that was pretty memorable. But I don't think it's not too strong. It's not, and keep in mind, it doesn't need to be completely overpowering, and it doesn't need to be completely like 100% generic with certain things. It's just that for me, it just needs to be something memorable, something that I can hum to. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it is. Track 11, Aquaman in Atlantis. Let's go. Another very dark track. By the title of the track, Aquaman in Atlantis, I would expect something more of a majestic type of thing. But then again, I don't know what scene in particularly this is being used for. I can only guess that it might have been used for the underwater fight scene that might be happening with him and Steppenwolf at some point. It could be that. I don't know. But it was okay. This one was okay. But nothing really caught my ear in this one, this specific track. It was alright. Anyway, we're gonna move on to track number 12. Then There Were Three. Let's go. Part of that sounded a lot like his original Batman theme. I know they said that it may be somewhere towards in this this soundtrack, but that sounded like a little bit of it. Well, especially the beginning. It's supposed to da na 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 na. It kind of sounded a little bit like that. Let me hear. You hit da 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 da. Sounded a little bit like it. That was a pretty decent track. Wasn't too bad. Very short. Straight to the point track. I think I would actually write that one down too, because I actually did like that one. Okay, cool. Let's move on to this one. This is a little bit of a longer track. This one is 6 minutes and 24 seconds. The Tunnel Fight. Let's go ahead and check this one out. All right. That was a good one. That was a good one. That was a good one. I like where they were going with this one. This one was really good. They had one key thing that I liked about this specific track was them hinting back and using back the Heroes theme in this way, and how they were able to arrange it in the song and how they made it fit was pretty cool, man. I'm interested to hear this one, man. Track number 14, The World Needs Superman. Let's check it out. Okay, nothing crazy with that one. Nothing really to comment on. Next track. Track number 15, Spark of the Flash. I'm gonna think that this is the Flash theme song for this one. So let's hear what it is, man. Let's go. It gotta be good. It gotta be epic, man. Let's check it out. I don't really know about that one. I don't really know about that one. The Spark of the Flash. I don't really know about that one. I don't know how I feel about that one yet. Like I said, it all depends on the scene that they're using this for. So far, though, all the songs are pretty dark. All the songs are pretty dark. I mean, I have nothing wrong with that, but Junkie XL could have done dark music. But again, I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know if it fits the scene or not. So it all depends on whether these specific tracks, I said it earlier, these specific tracks fit the scene, the specific scene that is being shown on the screen. So that all depends on that. So maybe it's appropriate for whatever's being shown on the screen at that time, you know, in tune with the effects and the dialogue. So we'll just have to wait and see where this is being used. Anyways, let's go to track number 16, Friends and Foes. Superman. Sound like Batman. Okay, so that one was good. Friends and Foes. That was a good one. What I liked about it was obviously the use of John Williams' Superman theme song from the Christopher Reeve movies. I enjoyed that. I liked the twist on it. Danny Elfman did say that he would have a little twist to it, and that it would be like instead of it being a really positive twist, it's gonna be more of have a little darker undertone underneath it, which is very suggestive of a lot of stuff. So yeah, man, I like that one, man. Got a couple more tracks to go, man. I'm not gonna do the bonus ones because they're very long. I'll probably listen to those on my own, and they might be really good. But we're just gonna do a couple more. Justice League United. So let's go ahead and check that one out. Track number 17. that one was something else. Not bad, but not pretty crazy. Pretty much a lot of the songs on this track so far, a lot of the tracks on the soundtrack so far, hasn't been really too crazy. It's been pretty generic for the most part. I don't know. A few. I got a few. Like I said, I wrote down a few that I really enjoyed, obviously. And I'm going to keep right now the ones that I do like. That was alright, man. Let's go ahead and check this one I'll call Home. This is track number 18. So far, I really haven't hit too much memorable tracks yet, man. I don't know. And we're already halfway done with the soundtrack. I don't know, man. Let's go to Home. Alright, I actually did like that one. It was very, very touching, very soft. I don't know exactly, like I said, I don't know what scene is part of, but it was a good one. That was a good one. Now we're going to go ahead and go to track number 19, Bruce and Diana. This one about a minute and 6 seconds. Let's go ahead and check this one out. Again, another straightforward one. Man, we're almost done with the soundtrack. We're almost done with it. Yeah, is the title of the soundtrack suggesting other things with Bruce and Diana? Maybe? I don't know. Here we go. Track number 20, The Final Battle. Let's go, man. Hopefully this gotta be something that I could, come on, let's go. Bam. Nice. 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 Oh man, that was cool. That was cool. Cool. That might just be one of my favorites. That might just be one of my favorites on this soundtrack so far, man. The mixture between, again, the original Superman theme song, then finally we got it. The Batman theme song by Danny Elfman himself. Da-da-da-da-dun, da-da-da-dun-dun. Yeah, that was nice. That was a nice touch to it. That got me excited. Hearing the two theme songs mixed together in this one. And it just sounds like an overall really epic, a piece, man. This one here. I enjoyed that one. That was a really nice one. Good job, Danny Elfman. Good job, everybody else who played the pieces. The instrumentation, I gotta say, though, the instrumentation, man, it's really good. The musicality of some of these people, man, this really skilled people out there, man. So I was impressed with that one. All right, we got, I'm going to do two more. Track number 21 and 22. So we're going to do track number 21, A New Hope. Let's go. beautiful, beautiful track. That one was a really beautiful track, man. I enjoyed that one. I enjoyed the title of it. I enjoy the way how it, everything about it, all the instruments, the instrument choice, and this one here too as well. It's really good. Not too over the top, and it was very melodic. It had some good memorable melodies in there, man. Pretty for sure, man, for sure. Definitely on the list for me. All right, guys, we're gonna do the last one. This is not the last one on the track, but this is the last one I'm going to do. Track, I think they got like 3 more, but the other ones are really long, and I don't have time for that right now. But we're gonna do track number 22, Anti-Heroes Theme. Let's go ahead and check this one out. Yeet. Alright guys, there you have it. There is my reaction to the Justice League original soundtrack by Danny Elfman. There's my full reaction. I'm going to give it a little bit of a review of it, man. I'm going to start off by listing my favorites from that album, from this soundtrack. Out of all the 26 songs, I only have about 11 favorites. I'm going to list that. Obviously, one goes to Hero Theme. That was a good track. I mean, it took a while for it to grow on me, but this listen kind of made it grow on me a little bit more. So I'm kind of feeling it a little bit more. Then my second favorite goes to Batman on the Roof. I just loved how that started out and how it ended. The little droney sounds they had in the beginning of that one was really cool. And then I have number 3 goes to Wonder Woman Rescue. It's in no particular order from best to worst. It's just list. Wonder Woman's Rescue, of course. He used the way how he used that original Wonder Woman theme song, Issue With You, throughout this, like I said earlier, was just amazing and spot on. 4 goes to Story of Steppenwolf, a great epic track. I keep saying song track of this soundtrack. It was really good, very epic, and it was very storytelling, that one. The Amazon Mother Box really hinted at a lot of suspense throughout that specific track. So wherever they used it, it probably was used for suspense, but it fit there as well. Then there were 3 were a really good one as well. Was a really good one as well. Number 7, I put the Tunnel Fight. Really cool as well. The way they implemented the Heroes theme throughout that track was done very well. And I just thought it was a very catchy track to listen to, and it was very epic, very poppy, things like that. Things you look for in those type of soundtracks. And then Friends and Foes was a good one as well. Well, with the use of the introduction of the Superman theme song that John Williams made, and the way how Danny Elfman used it, spot on. Home was a very good, soft, but very... It had a romantic feel to it, more of a welcoming feel to it, and it was very slow paced and not too epic, but very melodic and very memorable. Then I have The Final Battle, which is a fun one as well. Great, of course, you already know, like I said, The Final Battle had a great way of using the Batman theme song and the Superman theme song in one, and come on, man. I'm probably gonna listen to that a couple times. It's gonna go on my workout playlist, because I have a workout playlist that is full of just theme songs and stuff like that. So that's definitely going on there. Then finally, I have A New Hope. But my highlights, my main highlights out of all of those goes to Wonder Woman Rescue, Tunnel Fight, Friends and Foes, and The Final Battle. Those are like my main highlights from this soundtrack. Now, how do I feel about the soundtrack overall? How do I feel about it overall? It was okay. I kind of had more. I had my expectations set really high for this one, because the way how this soundtrack ended has me feeling like, I wonder what would happen if Junkie XL was still on this. What would the outcome be? You know what I'm saying? Because his work with Hans Zimmer, because you see what happens is everyone in the DC fandom, we're so used to Hans Zimmer's style of music and Junkie XL's style of music for these movies, because that's what we've been getting for, of course, Man of Steel, Suicide Squad 2. We had a little bit of matter of fact, we might even talk about that soundtrack. But Batman versus Superman, Wonder Woman had a very different vibe, but also reminiscent of things from Hans Zimmer and things because Rupert Gregson also worked with Hans Zimmer in the past. So, of course, there's a lot of similarities there. But I had a lot of expectations for this one, and it kind of left me like this. Main reason, and I don't want to make this as my final judgment of the soundtrack because I will give it a couple more listens, and then of course I have to see the movie to see how these tracks play out with the movie. Because a lot of the times when I'm listening to these tracks, I normally have a scene from the movie to associate it with, which helps me connect to that track a little bit more. It goes a little bit deeper for me. It's not just listening for me. So when I see the movie this Thursday, I'll have scenes to associate these songs to, and I'll now be able to really have like my final judgment of the soundtrack, and of course the film itself too. But as far as everything, I mean, I'm gonna rate this soundtrack maybe. Right now, I'm sitting at a 7 or 7.5. A lot of the tracks were pretty generic. And being Danny Elfman, I expected more, melodic tracks for every one of them. Of course, Spider-Man theme, that was a great one, very memorable. Batman theme, different things that Danny Elfman has made throughout his career that were very memorable. And, I'm trying to, I don't know, like I said, I'm holding a lot of my judgment mainly because I haven't seen the film yet. Maybe, like I said, maybe it all works for the film and maybe it does what it's supposed to do by the time the film rolls out. But I'm sitting at a 7.5 as of right now, for now. But of course, the instrumentation was good from the orchestra and those who helped produce the quality and everything for this album was good. And I thought the writing direction was okay. But then again, like I said, there were a few things that were pretty generic with every single track, except for those ones that I really highlighted out there that really caught my ear. Anyways, guys, that does it for my review and my reaction of this. It's pretty short. A more in-depth review, if you want a more in-depth review, can come later after I see the film. But you guys let me know if you're interested in seeing these types of videos, man. I just wanted to do this. It's something new for me. I haven't really done it. Normally, I just sit down and listen to my soundtracks on my own. But this was something new for me, and I just wanted to give it a shot. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know in the comment section down below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Clockmaster, out.